I made over $1,000 profit using a grid Martingale EA in one of my life accounts, where the initial balance is 3K. This is nearly a 30% gain, and I will show you what my plans are for this account. So this is the Waka Waka Expert Advisor that you may have seen in some of my videos, and right in here I have a life account with Eightcap. The initial balance is 3K, which I funded back in September 2024, started trading in October, and until the moment I'm recording this video in July 2025, you will notice a profit of $1,161. If I drag and drop the FX Blue website on the recording screen, you will see what a steady balance line I have. I am trading the Aussie Cat, the Aussie New Zealand, and the New Zealand Cat, and you will notice that the total return is nearly 30%. The account has been running for 292 days, and if I show you the stats, you will see what is the average monthly return of this expert advisor, and I consider the Waka Waka as one of the safest grid Martingale EAs I can trade if I'm using the very low risk settings, which I'll show in a second. But the most important thing is, what is the purpose and the plan of trading a grid Martingale expert advisor? Now, if you are a vendor that is selling expert advisors, obviously you want to build your track record so you can show to the customers that you've made 1,000, 5,000, 10,000% gain, and obviously the people are willing to buy such expert advisors. And I'll show you the track record from the vendor. In the meantime, you can see that the average monthly return is 3.4% with a profit factor of 2. That is why I said it is really a stable expert advisor. And if I show you the vendor's website and I go to Waka Waka, you will see this amazing track record. One of the best we've seen, not only from Valeria Mishenko, but from all vendors, to be honest. There was a huge equity drawdown, we have to point that out, back in March 2024, and the vendor had to deposit some more money in the life account to make sure it will not blow, but you can see a gain of 11,000%. And if I switch to drawdown, you will see that drawdown over here that reached nearly 60%, and that happened just once since 2018. The rest is about 20%. And now when I'm putting a bigger life account with a grid Martingale system, I aim to keep low risk settings. So it starts with 0.01 lot and it increases the lot slowly and steadily using the grid Martingale function, but I accept the risk that the account might blow, but I give the expert advisor a little bit more room to breathe, like 50% drawdown for my life accounts. And this is needed if I want to keep that account for longer, not because I'm a vendor and want to sell this expert advisor, but because I'm a trader and I want to trade this expert advisor to withdraw profits. And I'll be withdrawing this $1,000 that I've made as a profit. Here is my Eightcap dashboard where I have all of the accounts, and you will see this one over here, the account with 4K balance, account number ending on 990. It is the life account with Eightcap, and I'll withdraw the $1,000 profit once I have the floating trades closed. And so if you have noticed with the track record, there is about $300 floating loss. Let me show you that on the MetaTrader. So click on trade and you will see the sequence of short Aussie New Zealand trades. So it started trading with 0.06, second trade with 0.06, then it doubled, and then it doubled again. That is the grid Martingale function. So far we have a floating loss loss of $330. If I show the Aussie New Zealand, you'll see that recently we have a nice uptrend on the hourly chart. So the expert advisor started selling, and here is the take profit. So a small reversal is needed to recover these losses, and once the trades are closed, I will immediately withdraw the profits, because in one of my recent short videos I said that I'll withdraw the profits from the Happy Gold expert advisor that I have on 5K live account, and I just postponed it for a day or two because I was traveling and there was a drop and I've missed to withdraw the profits. I'm talking about this account over here, but I'll make sure to withdraw the profits once it reaches 6K again, because if you are a beginner trader, you need to know the following. There is a risk when we are trading grid martingale systems, and as I said, if you're a vendor, you want to build your track record like Valeria did, and she is showing this awesome performance, and many people are buying this expert advisor. Even though it is expensive, the price currently is sitting at $2,500. It is discounted from $2,800, but still for me this is a lot of money for expert advisor. I got it when it was much cheaper, but they increased the price. But if you're a vendor, you want to build a track record. If you are a beginner, you should know that there is a risk when trading grid martingale systems. If you are not a beginner and you have a little bit more experience in trading, you have requested withdrawals a few times, you might start feeling greedy that whenever you build an account, for example, I started this live account with 3K and now the balance is above 4K. And I might say, okay, I will wait for the 10K before I withdraw. But when my account is at 10K, I can say, okay, that's not enough, let's go to 20. And then from 20, I might wait 50 or 100K, and it's never gonna be enough. This is the greed. And this is where people keep trading grid martingale systems for years, and they never withdraw. And one time, boom, the account just blows and you lose everything. So if you are a trader and that's the last option, then you want to withdraw your profits consistently. And this is the right way you should be trading grid martingale systems. Put a certain amount of money, enough capital in the account so the expert advisor can work properly, and then withdraw the profits. For me, withdrawing $1,000 is good enough with my bigger accounts. So whenever I reach the profit, I make sure to withdraw it. So I have these bigger accounts with the grid martingale systems, and of course with some of the others as funds where I'm trading, and whenever I got the profit of $1,000, I just withdraw them and spend them for something nice, or of course for another trading account. So it's a personal choice how you want to manage your accounts. Many of my accounts I have for the purpose of testing different expert advisors, and that was the purpose of the 100K challenge. And from all of these 1K accounts, I want to see which ones are performing well enough so I can put them on bigger accounts. I'm really happy to see that overall the expert advisors we selected with my team are profitable, and I have 11% already from all of these $1,000 accounts. And Eightcap is one of the brokers we use because it's a fully regulated broker. I have plenty of live accounts, as you saw. They have the necessary regulations for Europe and for around the world, and their trading conditions for the most popular assets are excellent when we trade with expert advisors. And most importantly, I don't have problems when I'm withdrawing profits. The only thing to remember is that if you want to withdraw from a certain account, you have to do it with the same payment method you used to fund the account. So if you have used crypto to fund that account, you need to withdraw crypto. This is for security purposes only, and I figured that out recently when I was asking for a withdrawal. And remember that you have the freedom and the choice how to manage your trading accounts, guys. I'm just sharing my experience. But in order to stay profitable for longer on the market, especially when you are trading with Martingale systems, is to withdraw profit regularly. Otherwise, you will just end up blowing account after account after account, and at one moment you will give up because you lost a lot of money. Now, before you go, guys, check out this video on my site because it will give you an idea of how you can trade a funded account so you don't need to spend so much money for a live trading account. As always, I love you, trade safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.